All right. Hi, Catherine. How are you doing today?
Hi, doing good. How are you?
I am great. So, what brings you in?
Yeah, so basically, I've just been having this problem where I do work out, I lift weights, and I feel like I'm just not really seeing results, and I'm having a really hard time gaining muscle.
Are you feeling stronger in the gym, or is it just a looks thing?
It's interesting because I do get pretty strong. I've noticed I can gain strength, but as far as muscle, I feel like I'm not really get building the muscle mass.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So, what do you do for exercises? Do you weight lift and do you do cardio? What's kind of your routine?
I really just weight lift. I do walk like 10,000 steps a day. Um, and two
Wow.
days a week I do some home workouts and abs and stuff. But 3 days a week I do like I lift and I try to do pretty heavy for and I do my legs mostly. I don't do a lot of upper body, but yeah, that's mostly it.
So, it sounds like you're pretty active. What do you eat on a daily basis? What does your diet kind of look like throughout the week?
Yeah. So my diet consists of a lot of fruits and vegetables, smoothies. I like sweet potato, a lot of sweet potato, a lot of chicken, a lot of just vegetables and fruits and meats and yeah.
Nice. It sounds like your diet is pretty high quality.
Mhm.
And a lot of muscle building comes from sleep. How would you rate your sleep on a weekly basis?
Yeah, my sleep isn't really too good. It's starting to get a little better, but for a while there, it was pretty bad.
Hmm. How would you rate your energy levels as well?
Actually, lately they've been pretty terrible. I always used to have a lot of energy and that was amazing. I did quit coffee a little bit ago. Maybe that's why my energy's tanked. But I've
Do you
noticed,
have
mhm.
do you have any caffeine throughout the day, or was it just coffee and now you
No,
have
I don't have
none?
any now. I
Oh,
did just
okay.
have my coffee in the morning and now I don't have any caffeine and I've noticed my energy is really bad.
Was there a reason why you stopped drinking coffee?
I noticed I had a little bit of anxiety and jitters.
Okay, interesting. So you mentioned you lift about 3 days a week. Do you do the same exercises consistently to where you would progress on the weights, or do you kind of do a new thing every week and kind of go with the flow in the gym?
I have this routine and a regimen, and I follow that. I follow that for about 3 months, maybe 4 months, and I try to just progressive overload on at least two of my exercises each time I go in, and then the other two
Okay.
I didn't progressive overload. I try to do the next time.
Okay. And how has your trajectory of progress been looking since you started lifting? Has it been slowly going up over time, or has it been kind of going up and down?
It's been going pretty up and down. I started about 5 years ago, and at first I saw a lot of results really quick, and I was like, "Wow, this is awesome! Why did I ever do cardio? I should have done this all along." So then I got really into lifting weights and I basically never did cardio again. And it was amazing. And then, I kind of fell out of lifting weights because life and all the gyms shut down for COVID. Got back into it, kind of fell off again. I plateaued really, really hard at one point for probably 3 years, super plateaued. I switched my diet to not be vegan, and then I noticed, a lot of progress again in the beginning of that. And then it kind of tapered off and now I'm kind of plateaued again and it's been about a year.
Yeah. What are your goals in the gym specifically? Are you looking to be a stronger person? Are you looking to just feel better, or are you looking to do a sort of bodybuilding thing and lift for physique purposes? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I really just want to have more muscle. Honestly, I'm a small frame. I can lose weight really, really easily if I want to be super skinny, or I could even like kind of have abs, but I want to have like bigger legs, like just be a more stronger toned person. But that's really hard for me because I tend to either get really skinny or I can kind of get skinny fat. But it's very hard for me to be like muscular, and that's something I really want.
Gotcha. So before I see you next week, is there anything specific that you would like to work on?
I would say my sleep, it sounds like that might be a good place to start.
Okay, maybe one goal that we can have for next week is to try to get at least 8 hours of sleep a day. and then we will assess how you feel energy-wise next week. And then also a lot of bodybuilding and putting on muscle is doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe something we can do for next week is record kind of the staples of your exercise routine, and then we can assess how the form is, and we can kind of dissect whether you need to tweak some things here and there to better progressive overload. How
Well,
does
sounds
that
like a
sound?
great idea.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Well, thank you for meeting with me. I will get back to you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.